The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time is rated E for everyone by the ESRB. Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of Ocarina of Time Master Quest. In the last episode, we had finished Bottom of the Well, which is an optional dungeon for young Link. Semi-optional. If you know what you're doing in the Shadow Temple, and I guess in the towards the final dungeon, which will remain unnamed, then the Bottom of the Well is essentially an optional dungeon. For correct terms, it is a mini dungeon because it is designed to be a short dungeon with a minor boss, no mini boss, and no medallion or stone as a reward. In this episode, we're going to, against my better judgments, do the side quest found here. Oh, you are quite an energetic young man. You're brave and handsome too. Your name is, you, isn't it? Don't be surprised. I can read people's minds. If I looked as good as you, I could run a different kind of business. My shop is the only ghost shop in Hyrule. Because of the great Ganondorf, it is a fine time for a business like this. Oh, I can only hope the world gets even worse. The ghosts called Poes are spirits of concentrated hatred that have appeared in the fields and graveyard. They hate the world. Young man, if you catch a Poe, I will pay a lot of money for it. So this side quest is the worst. And I'm not going to commentate over it. In fact, I'm going to fast forward it because I don't like it. So for you guys, you don't have to deal with me sitting here for probably an hour or 2 hours trying to get this done and correct. Instead, you'll probably get the better half of it, which lasts maybe 10 minutes? I don't know. The first thing you need for this side quest is Epona. You can get Epona anytime after becoming an adult. The second thing you need is the bow. And the first thing you need is to know where the Poes are. Know where the... Know where the Poes are. You need to know where the Poes are so that when you're shooting for them, you are shooting at them. Like this. Not like that. Like that. So that took me 3 attempts. Anyways, this is a big Poe soul. Yes, we do want to catch it in a bottle. And if we go to our thing here, it's a big Poe. Big Poes are worth 100 points, small Poes are worth 10 points, and you need 1,000 points given to you from the ghost shop in order to get the final bottle of the game. Now, to make this super easy, I have 2 things. One, I'm going to drop off the first Poe soul right now, because then it's just 3 trips. The second is that I am going to use a map of where the Poe souls are. Because I don't usually do this mini game or this side quest because I honestly do not like this side quest. Wanted to make sure that he was all talked to. Oh, you brought a bow today. Very interesting. This is a big bow. I'll buy it for 50 rupees. On top of that, I'll put 100 points on your card. If you earn 1,000 points, you'll be a happy man. So he gives you 50 rupees, 10 pos, 500 rupees. He can basically fill up your wallet. Another reason why the Gold Skulltula side mission is pointless. Anyways, I don't do the post side quest often because I don't like getting the 4th bottle. This is so long and tedious. So I usually forego the bottle and I do something else usually. I just have 3. So I need a map to know exactly where they are. So I can get them. Anyways, we're gonna fast forward this so you don't have to hear me prattle on. This may be the full episode. So, I mean, you never know. Anyways, guys, I'll talk to you in a bit. And that is it. With this Poe, we've gone around all of Hyrule Field and found the 10 big Poes for the side quest. I'm going to tell you guys something, and I'm going to lean away to tell you. That took me about 20 minutes to do. And it is an excruciating long 20 minutes. Like, I hate this side quest. Have I told you guys that yet? I don't think I have. And I don't think that message will ever correctly get across. But it doesn't matter now because I only had to do it the one time here. And it's all done and taken care of. Now we just have to give him, this man, the 3 remaining. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to tell you a little theory people have been doing on this guy. So, this man never appears when you're a child, or at least this model of this man. It is possible that this man is one of, I believe it's 2 characters. The first one is the boy in the cemetery, because he has an interest in Dampé and the dead, obviously, otherwise he wouldn't be in the cemetery. The second one is there is a guard in this room when you are an adult, and he talks about how boring his shift is being in the guardhouse because nothing ever happens. And he wished something bad would happen so that he could do something. So, it's interesting to think that this man could be one of those 2 characters in a different shape as a result of Ganondorf becoming the King of Evil. Anyways, we now have earned 1,000 points, so we're going to get some new text. Wait a minute. Wow! You've earned 1,000 points. Young man, you are a genuine ghost hunter. Is that what you expected me to say? Because of you, I have extra inventory of big Poes, so this will be the last time I can buy a ghost. You're thinking about what I promised would happen when you earned 1,000 points? Don't worry, I didn't forget. Just take this. Not worth it in the least. But if you really wanted an extra bottle for potions or for blue fire in a way that I did, the trade mission, or for a fish, you don't need a fish outside of Jabu Jabu, but you never know, or for another bottle of milk, then that is how you get the 4th bottle. We are going to do one last thing in this episode because by the time I'm done editing, this will be a super short episode. Darn it, it's dark. We'll go into Lon Lon Ranch as an adult. Now that we have Epona, we could do this immediately afterwards. Okay, that was a weird thing. We could do this immediately afterwards. But I decided to wait because we took Epona for the use of the trade quest. We didn't really need Epona for what we're about to do. Now the first thing you're going to notice is that Ingo is still here, but his fences that were here are now gone. If we speak with Mr. Ingo. Hi there, how are you? I am Ingo. I feel so honored to be allowed to work here. Woohoo! Luigi! So someone really beat him up. And that would be Malon. Thank you very much for the other day. I haven't even asked you your name yet. Really? You? That's what I thought. You're the fairy boy from the forest. That was years ago. Do you remember me? You do? I was sure it was you because Epona remembered you. Oh, I have to tell you about Mr. Ingo. He was afraid that the evil king might find out that Epona had been taken away. It really upset him. But one day, all of a sudden, you went back to being a normal, nice person. Now my dad is coming back. I can't believe it. But peace is returning to this ranch. It's all because of you. I owe you so much. Thank you. Thank you. You? If we speak to her again, Epona looks great. It looks like you... It looks like you were able to tame her too. How about trying your skills with Epona on an obstacle course? I'll time you for 2 laps. It's pretty challenging. If you miss jumping a fence in the proper order, you'll fail. How about it? Do you want to try? Sure, let's go. The current record is 50 seconds. Try and beat this record. If you can beat the record, I'll give you a present. Give it your best shot, okay? Alright, let's get started. So this is an optional reward you can do. The low fences you don't need to gallop, the higher fences you do. Case in point. Now, I am going to demonstrate what happens if you jump a fence out of order because the opponent did not jump on that fence. You failed. You have to jump over all the fences. Are you making sure to approach the fences head on? If you approach at an angle, the horse won't jump. If you want to try again, mount Epona and get ready. So, Epona is very finicky during the obstacle course. And I don't like Epona for the obstacle course. But we are going to try to get this. Because it is a decent reward. It could be better. But for what the reward is, it is very matching to what could be done. You have to speed up. And I just beat the record by possibly barely a few milliseconds. You did it! 49 seconds is a new course record. I have to give you a present to commemorate your new record. The present is a little too heavy to give to you here, so I'll have it delivered to your house. Bet you can't wait to see it, haha! Now, the reason why I wanted to do this, and I am going to showcase it off, and I'm pretty sure it only works in the future. I'm pretty sure it doesn't exist in the past. But we'll go to Kokiri Forest, and I'll show you what the reward is, and kind of why it's worth it / not worth it to also do this mission. If you're prone to always looking for a cow for Lon Lon milk, in order to have Lon Lon milk, so that you don't have to pay 40 rupees for a red potion, or I'm trying to think of if it's in this game. I'm pretty sure blue potions exist. Yeah, I'm positive they exist in this game. Or paying some obscene amount for a blue potion, then this reward gets you at least a consistent location for a cow. You don't have to go running around for looking for one. You just head into your home, and there it is, a cow. Now, I'm curious how the cow got up here, because we're in a tree house. But, I mean, the thing that goes into my mind is Malin must have some super strength. Moo. What a nice song. It reminds me of the pasture. That song makes me feel so good I can produce a lot of milk. Have some of my refreshing and nutritious milk. You got Lon Lon milk, blah blah blah. So now in our bottle we have milk, and that's probably going to always be there until the end of time. Or until it spoils. You never know. Anyways guys, that's going to be it for this episode of Ocarina of Time Master Quest. We did the obnoxious ghost hunt. We did a obstacle course at Lon Lon Ranch. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to Kakariko Graveyard and dive into the darkness that is the Shadow Temple and help Impa reseal the Shadow Beast. If you like this video, leave a comment in the comment section below. Mash that like button and subscribe if you have not for more Master Quest content. I'll see you guys all in the next episode. Bye!